everyone, I'm Elias Rodriguez, and today I'm going to teach you the order of operations of Adobe Audition. So first of all, the first thing I like to do when I go into Premiere is I save my entire file like as one audio file. So I mute all the other tracks and then I just save it as a .mp3 file. And then I take that .mp3 file and I put it into Audition. So the very first thing I do once I get that clip into Audition is I go into favorites and then I normalize my audio to -3 decibels. All right. Once I've done that, I match the loudness by going into my audio file and dragging it. Okay. Your Audition's probably going to look like this. When you're in the waveform section, go to match loudness, which is down here. Okay. You're going to drag your clip over. And you're going to want to make sure that your target loudness is at -16 LUFS. And then you're going to want to make sure that your max true peak value is at -1.5. Okay? You're going to hit run and you're going to let that do its thing. After you do that, you're going to go into your timeline and you're going to find a spot and highlight it where the audio where there's no speaking. Okay?
So when we think of...
So right here, there's no speaking. After I do that, I'm going to go into effects up here. I'm going to go into noise reduction and restoration, and I'm going to click on noise reduction process. This is going to open this window. I had already done it, but what this is going to do is it's going to have a straight line. All right, you're going to make different points on that straight line. And at first, it's going to look something like this. I'm just going to mess with it. So when you click match loudness, you're going to get a straight line. Mine already had some points on it because I was messing with it earlier. But it's going to be a straight line, and you want to set this line. You're going to set different points on the line just by clicking on it. And then you're going to drag those points to make the green dots match with the yellow dots. Okay, so right here, I'm going to lift these points up, make them match. See, my green is going over all my yellow. All right, and this is going to reduce your noise. Make sure that after you set your points or before you set your points, you click select entire file. If you don't click select entire file, it's only going to make audio changes and denoise the section that you highlighted. After you click select entire file, click on apply and let it do its thing. It'll now apply the denoise to it. So now your silent parts should be a lot more silent. After you do that, you're going to go into the effects rack. In the effects rack, you're going to go to filter and EQ. And then you're going to go to parametric equalizer. All right. Then you're going to click on vocal enhancer. The vocal enhancer usually does a good job on its own, but sometimes you might need to mess with the low tones or the high tones. The vocal enhancer effect on Premiere Pro is actually also really good. So you could use the vocal enhancer effect on Premiere Pro, and it'll let you tune whether you want it for a low tone voice or a high tone voice. But I usually just do it all in here. After I do that, I'm going to add some compression. So I'm going to go to my amplitude and compression. And then I'm going to go to dynamics. On dynamics, I'm going to click on compressor. And here, I'm going to set my compressor to -10 dB. Okay, and the reason I'm doing that is because what the compressor does is it takes all the audio levels above that and then it cuts them, right? So it gets all your peaks and then it cuts those by whatever ratio you have here. So this is 1:1. I usually just like to set it at 2 initially. If you set it higher, sometimes you might get like a watery audio. So make sure you start at 2, check your audio, and then if you want to put it any higher because you feel like your peaks are still too high, you could set that to 3 or 4. All right. So after I do that, I'm going to exit out. Now my audio should be sounding crispy.
My name is Lori Pachaka-Wood, and I'm a managing director here at Profit Optics.
Awesome. So then after I get that, I'm going to hit apply. Make sure you apply your effects. If you don't hit apply, it's going to mess everything up because it's not going to apply those 2 effects onto your audio. After that, you're going to go into file, export, save it as whatever you want. I just put audio fixed. You could browse, save it in the Audition file that Market Scale provides. Press OK, save it. Transfer that file over to Premiere. So yeah, that should fix up any audio issues that you had. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everyone. I hope this helps.